everyone. Today we'll be starting with exercise 3.4 of our chapter 3, that is data handling. So here in this exercise we'll be having about something called chance and probability. Okay, so I hope you know about this particular term. What do you mean by chance or probability? See, we often come across different things in our life, like whether this will happen or not, whether this is certainly going to happen, or we might have a doubt that it is probable or not. So in simple words we can say probability means possibility. So if I say that when I suppose the sun sets in the west or the sun rises in the east, so if I say any of these statements, the thing is that yes, it is probable that it happens. Okay, so suppose today it's a cloudy day, so it might be, or today will be a cloudy day. If I am trying to predict it in the morning that the evening will be a cloudy evening, so it might be possible that it might turn out to be a cloudy evening or a normal rainy evening or even a very hot summer evening. So those are possibilities. It might happen or not might happen. So when we do something, in this case when we do some action, it is called event. So there are some terms associated with it. Suppose we are tossing a coin. Okay, suppose we toss a coin. When we are tossing a coin, we might get a head or we might get a tail. These are the possible things that will happen. Okay, we don't know whether we'll get a head or a tail, but these two particular things are called outcomes. Okay, outcomes, you know, outcomes means result, and the particular thing, what are we doing? We are tossing a coin. It is called an event. See, in class 7, in this particular chapter, we have just a brief, simple idea of what is chance and probability. We'll have some different things in our higher classes. As we go on to your higher classes, you will get some more advanced level sums of this. Now for this class, for the exercise, we need to know what is probability and what are the different outcomes. Now there is also one more thing, how to find probability of a certain event. Now as I have said, I have considered this example. When I toss a coin, my outcomes are head and tail. Okay, so how many total outcomes I have? One is head, one is tail, so there are two outcomes here. Okay, so if I ask you what is the probability that I will get a head, probability of getting a head, so how do I find this? Okay, how do I find the probability of getting a head? What do I want? I want head. And in this list of outcomes, how many head are there? 1. Okay, so divided by how many are the total number of outcomes? That is 2. So it is equal to 1 by 2. Probability of a certain thing is always equal to the number of desired result by the total number of outcomes. Okay, so suppose if I throw a dice. All of you know what is a dice. Okay, when you play Ludo, you have seen. So in the dice, you know, it's like a cube. So on all its faces, there are things marked 1, 2, then 3, 4, 5, all this 6. So a dice has the outcomes as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. All of you know. So how many total number of outcome it has? It has total 6 number of outcomes. Now if I say what is the probability that I get 2 while I am throwing the dice, how many 2 are there? Only 1. So number of, I don't write 2, it's how many 2's are there? There is only 1 2 by the total number. See, 1 2 3 4 5 6, total number of outcome is 6, so my answer is 1 by 6. Similarly, if I am throwing the dice and I want that the probability of getting an even number. Now what are the even number here? See, this and this. So how many even numbers are there? 3. I might get 2, I might get 4, or I might get 6. Probability of getting an even number, and any of this will be true. So 3 by, what is the total? 6. So in this way, I find out the probability of a required data. Now let us go back to the exercise. We'll start with the exercise now. So let us see the first question of the exercise, what is given here. Okay, so it's given, tell whether the following thing is certain to happen, comma, impossible, can happen but not certain. You will just read the statement and write down in which category it will be. Please write down the statement as given in the question and write down, put an arrow mark or just give a colon and write down whether it is certain to happen, impossible, can happen but not certain, any of this in any of these three possible category. Okay, I'm just going to write down the answer. So first one, number one is given, you are older today than yesterday. Yes, I am obviously 1 day older than what was my age yesterday. So okay, so it is certain to happen. So my number one is certain to happen. Okay. Number two, it's given, a tossed coin will land heads up. Obviously, since they are head and tail, it might be a head, but you cannot say it will be a head. I might also even get a tail. So what can it be? That can happen. Will it not fall in the category can happen, but not certain, right? So this is in this category. Number three, it's given, a die means a die, so it's a same thing, when tossed shall land up with 8 on top. Now on a die you don't have the number 8 number of dots, it has only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So is it possible? No. So we'll write, it cannot give me either 7, 8 or 10. Okay, so it's impossible. So let's go on to number 4. It is given, the next traffic light seen will be green. Yes, because a traffic light has green, orange, red light. So you can have, it can be any of this, but you are not certain that it will happen. So can happen because it's possible, but not certain. Yes. Then number 5. What do we have in number 5? Number 5, it's given, tomorrow will be a cloudy day. So how do you know that it will be a cloudy day for sure? No, but it is not something that it's not impossible. So I will write same thing, can happen but not certain, right? So this is how we do number 1. Now we will move on to question number 2. Now let us see question number 2, what it is given in question number 2. Let's see this. It's question number 2, it's given, there are 6 marbles in a box with numbers from 1 to 6 marked on each of them. So there is a box, inside the box I have kept 6 marbles and each one of them has the marking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Nothing is repeated. Okay. Now what is the probability of drawing a marble with number 2? Okay. So before we start doing number 1 and 2, we'll write down what are the things given. First thing is, how many number of marbles are there? Number of marbles in the box, obviously it will be 6 because it is marked from 1 to 6, right? It's not marked from 0 to 6, otherwise it would have been 7. So, and they are marked as, I'm just writing for the convenience, they are marked as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, right? Now I will move on to my question number 1, where it is asked, what is the probability? So the probability of drawing means of finding, okay, or taking out. Drawing, it doesn't mean you are coloring or making a diagram. Drawing a marble means you take it out from the box. So drawing a marble, okay, with number 2. So I have just explained how do you find probability is the required number. So how many 2 are there? Only 1. By how many marbles are there? 6. So this is my answer. Okay. Number 2 is, what is the probability, okay, of drawing a marble with number 5? So same statement, I am writing the statement from the question. The probability of drawing a marble with number 5. So how many 5 are there? Only 1. By the total number, that is 6. So here we have the solution. Okay. Now let us move on to the last question of our exercise, that is question number 3. Let us see what is given in the question. A coin is flipped to decide whether which team starts the game. What is the probability that your team will start? Now when a coin is flipped, it has only 2 outcomes, that is one head and a tail. So we have to choose either, suppose our group has taken head, so other team will obviously take tail. So we have to find out the probability that my team is going to win. Okay, so let's write down this required statement. When a coin is flipped, okay, when a coin is flipped, there will be how many outcomes? 2 outcomes, right? That is either head or it can be a tail. So we need to choose what? We choose either of them. Obviously I cannot choose both of them, right? And here total number of outcome will be how much? Total number of outcomes is equal to head and tail, so 2. So if I am choosing head, that means I have to find the probability of getting head, or even if I am taking tail, I have to find that probability of getting tail. So therefore the probability that our team will start is equal to, suppose I am thinking that I am taking head, so how many head? 1 by total number of outcome, it's 2. Even if it is tail, there is only 1 tail, and divided by the total number of outcome. So this was the last question of the exercise, and indeed it was the last exercise of the chapter. So we'll be moving on to our new chapters in our further videos. I hope the explanation was helpful. If you have any doubt, please let me know. Please go on practicing the sums as much as you can. In the previous exercises you had graph and pie charts, okay? Whatever you have, please go on practicing, find out, and in finding mean, median, mode, etc. Please make sure you do not miss out any data, okay? So please be careful. Data handling is very easy chapter and it's very scoring, okay? The sums are very scoring. Just the thing is that you need to be very careful, because arranging data, the one thing you have to be very careful, and you need to arrange the data properly. When sorting is done properly, then you can find out the requirements as and when required. So please go on through the video as and when required. Everyone, please stay home, stay safe, take care. Thank you everyone. Have a nice day.